So starting off, Formula Drift Seattle, our worst event of the year.
Seen a battle yet? Today or this weekend? Oh! James Dean overcooks it outside zone one. Don't feel.
Now I'm excited because this is my new personal truck. Ooh! Since it's getting new tires, we might as well just, you know. What is going on, friends? We are here at the lab and we're gonna give you an update of what's been going on at the shop, as well as recap Formula Drift Seattle and talk about the excitement and what we're doing leading in to FD Utah. Let's get to it, friends. Let's talk about Ben. He did not compete. Why did Ben Hobson not compete in Seattle? Well, Friday he got into the wall. And from the outside, it looked like a simple standard Seattle crash, caught up in the middle of the bank, went down the wall. When you go to his in-car, you can see his head dunk, 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 hitting his seat and the crash pad of his roll bar. He called me, said it was an extremely tough decision, but he was just not feeling like himself and he wanted to forego competing. And me, as a team owner, obviously a supporter of Ben and caring about his health, I know what that took for him to come to that decision, and I supported his decision. The entire team supported his decision. He just did not feel fit to drive after the impacts. And you can't really tell from video how bad those impacts are. And it is extremely unfortunate, but we have to trust our driver. I know Ben wants to drive more than anything, so I have to trust that he was really not feeling well. And impacts to the head are weird, especially 3 of them in a row with that type of G-force. Not ideal. So you ask, well, why could his head hit the roll bar padding? Well, when we originally fit Ben in the car, everything was fine. At some point in the season, we raised his seat and so he could get a little bit better visibility, and that put him a bit too close. So we have a plan to solve that. We're gonna make some changes prior to Utah to mitigate and stop that from ever happening. So very unfortunate situation. We definitely have to take some of the onus on us. Certainly not the safest scenario, right? The only thing that your head should be hitting is the seat. But there was a decision, I guess, to compromise that for visibility, and it caught up. It caught up to us and caught him out. And so he did not compete. He was making some, good progress. And yeah, it just didn't work out. And it's unfortunate because I feel like he would have done really well. And I feel like he would have been able to make it based on some of the videos I saw of him running the bank and such. So let's talk about James. James did not make it on the podium for his first time in 13 events. He overcooked it, plain and simple. It's very easy to get a little bit going too hot on that bank in Seattle. Our cars are extremely fast on that bank, and it is very easy to get caught out. And again, taking some onus on us. James got a good amount of practice on Friday, but Saturday, obviously track's a little bit different on comp day. He did not get a ton of practice because we ran into some challenges with the car. Being very upfront with you guys, we have been progressing our clutch program with our friends at Comp One Clutches. Last year, we had clutches that worked extremely well, but we were changing them out and they required some adjustment to keep them where they needed. So we've used both cars differently as test beds. right? So in St. Louis, we know Ben's car got changed over to the new clutch system that James has been running for like 4 or 5 events flawlessly. We made a mistake, didn't get Ben's set up properly, and it cost us in that moment. Moving into Seattle, this was the first time James had a new clutch from the one that originally was put in there, and we ran into some challenges with that clutch on the second practice day. Reverted back to the old clutch, he was good to go, but I can see him not being as dialed as he traditionally would be if he was able to just focus on practice prior to battles. So I, in my position, have to take a little bit of onus on us and the team for James not being able to be dialed and have his muscle memory and know when he needs to pull the handbrake and know what he needs to do to get off the bank with the speed that we're carrying. Frankly, I think he drove a little bit too hard, and I think he'll agree. He just made a mistake. But I mean, if you watch him just leaving the line running Jeff Jones, he was just on kill mode. I mean, he was in 4th gear blowing the tires off it like 20 feet after the last cone. So he was on a mission, went a little bit too hot. But these are the moments where, you know, we have to realize and just drill it into the team that our drivers got to get their laps in, because it's so important, because it's so minimal laps. So it's very unfortunate, but it is good to see that James Dean is human. And we learned a ton this weekend. We stayed Sunday, prepped the cars, got them ready for Utah. James showed back up, and we solved our challenges once and for all, we believe. So going into Utah, cars will be 1,000%. Ben will be 1,000%, and these guys are gonna get all their laps and go out there and crush it in Utah, which I am super pumped about. I need to give a shout out to our entire team, amazing group of men and women that no matter what challenges are thrown our way, they're able to get them solved. And while we do miss practice, the cars are ready to run when they need to. So that's obviously a priority. So that's that. Leaving Seattle, James still has over a 100-point lead, which I think is probably the greatest lead I've ever seen anyone have at this point in the season. We just need to keep it together. And this is the end of the year when things start getting weird. So we're gonna be ahead of it the best we can to make sure things don't get weird on us and we throw anything away. Behind me, my car, getting ready for Irwindale. I am so pumped for Irwindale. I cannot wait. I need my redemption from last year. The wall sucked me in. You're not doing it again this year, Irwindale, but I'm super pumped. Sitting there, the team stole a couple parts off it for extra spares, but I come and talk to it every now and then. We got the demo cars. Our man Rome has been getting the demo cars to their tip-top shape. We got some new radium catch cans, a new way of routing them. If you come over to the back, Rome said, look, we need to be able to fill fuel faster. So what do we got, Rome? Booyah.
Dry brake system.
Look at that, dry brake system.
Go for it.
Just do it? Ah, dude. That's the jam, son. You're like a real professional now, Rome. Boom, I like it. So quick fills for fuel. Big thanks to the team at Radium. They helped us out at Grid Life. And once we saw their product, I know Chelsea's been using them for a while. And this is our first time we've used them. Really great people to work with and a really rad product. So thank you for that. Other things that have been going on, RTR has been pumping out supercharger installs. The Mistachrome RTR, which we showed you guys, everybody was super pumped on it. And we have been pumping out blower installs, Spec 3 builds, and this one just got upgraded. So I am extremely pumped about this. Jordan, our main man, doing supercharger installs and giving all the horsepowers to our customers. Frankly, this has been my first day at the shop for weeks. And I'm about to head out for another trip. So, but it's nice to stop in, see the crew, see if the joint is not burnt down. Oh, let me just show you guys this real quick. One more thing that I saw that was really cool today. This here is well, I'll let you guys tell. For my Bronco owners, whoop, whoop, whoop. Fresh off the 3D printer, what's going to be our new Raptor wide body fenders. So super pumped on that. And that'll be a little bit in the future, but you know, I'll let you guys check it out. And other than that, we just keep progressing. You know, we've definitely had some dumb things happen in Formula Drift this year. We've been progressing the team, made some adjustments with staff just to kind of help try to get the vibe and the energy right inside the team. And the one thing that we left with from Seattle is that we have that. And we've got an amazing crew. Everybody's vibing, everybody's motivated. And now that we got this one development woe sorted out, you know, I'm not one for making changes like that we have in the middle of a competitive season, but it's been working so well for James that we wanted to transition and just keep sticking with that path. And unfortunately, something caught us out. So I don't want to get into the details because it's not so important. I just want to take some onus on us for some of these scenarios and decisions we've made. Fortunately, we're in a good spot in the points where it hasn't really hurt us too bad, and we've been able to make it work when it's needed. But now we're good, and everything should be 1,000% going into Utah, like I said. So I'm super pumped. I know this was a relatively quickie, but hope you all enjoy it. Love giving you guys updates. Y'all are seemingly having fun with it. I appreciate all the comments and love. And I should tell you too, we got some fresh merch on RTR vehicles as well as Fun Haver. So make sure you guys check it out and you know, freshen up your wardrobe. So demo cars back from Grid Life. As some of you may know, I wasn't able to make it due to flight drama. However, Chelsea DeNofa and Larry Chen took it for a rip. And I just learned that freaking Chelsea DeNofa broke 4th gear. But I've had it in this car for how many years, Rome?
Since Ford Fest of last year.
Oh, so a year, and then I let Chelsea drive it for 5 laps. Breaks transmission. Disrespect. At least the bumper's still on it though. So, all right. Now I'm excited because I know that this is here. But this is the first time I'm gonna see it. This is my new personal truck. And I got it, well, because they're just ridiculous. Dun, dun, dun! Brand new Ford Raptor R. I am so pumped. Avalanche gray, and this is the one that has the dual live valve. So it's got the live valve on the compression and the rebound. So it's constantly controlling compression and rebound, whereas the previous generation had compression only. So in the desert and in the desert, this thing is just an absolute lunatic. Jumps, whoops, all of it. And then on the street, it's gonna ride like a dream. I've never driven one of these yet. And this will probably be one of the only vehicles I leave relatively bone stock, but it will be getting a fresh set of, I think I'm gonna go with bronze Evo 6s, as well as some Nitto Recon grapplers on it. I am so pumped to have this thing. Let's check it out. Ooh! Ooh! What? Oh, yo, it's got heads-up display. Well, you know, since it's getting new tires, we might as well just, you know. All right, I'm going home. See you later, friends.